Thanks for calling the Bad Advice Hotline, where the solutions are worse, the judgment is louder, and our qualifications are still imaginary. You've reached the Bad Advice Hotline, now with 20% more moon energy and zero accountability.
Should I break up with my boyfriend? He's a Leo.
Absolutely. Never trust a Leo, unless Mercury is in retrograde and you've saged your fridge. Hi, you're live with Heather, currently dodging 3 group chats and a pizza coupon war.
Is it rude if I leave the group chat without saying anything?
No. Just fake your own digital death. Post one cryptic status and then vanish. Bad Advice Hotline, where brutal honesty is our only customer service policy.
Yeah, hi. I told a customer their coffee order was basic, and now my manager's mad.
Next time, say it with latte art. A sad face in the foam should soften the blow. Thanks for calling. If this call is emotional, press 1. If it's chaotic, just start screaming.
Yeah, so I cried at a Taylor Swift concert, and now my friend's making fun of me.
Cry harder, then whisper, "This is how I hydrate," and walk away. Hi, this is Heather. If you need wisdom, hang up. If you need weird, go on.
Yeah, I've been trying to pick a couch out for 3 months.
So buy a hammock instead and call it a lifestyle. No one can judge you from a net.
Now listen here. I don't care what the hotline handbook says, Cletus. If someone asks how to get a raccoon out of the toilet, you don't tell them to feed it corn chips and hope it wanders off. That's how we lost my Aunt Myrtle's eyebrows last July. I got proof. I'll show you.
Thank you for calling the Bad Advice Hotline, where our motto is petty first, questions later. What's your crisis?
Hi, my neighbor keeps mowing exactly 1 strip of my lawn. Just the one. Every week. I think it's a power move.
Here's what you do. Buy the biggest inflatable goose you can find. Set it right on that strip. Name it something intimidating like Blade. Every time he looks over, he'll question both your sanity and your landscaping strategy.
You know, that might actually work.
Oh, it'll work. Just remember to rotate the goose 90 degrees every 3 hours so it looks as if it's watching him. Thank you for calling the Bad Advice Hotline, where all pain is self-inflicted and we fully support it.
Hey, so my tooth is super loose, and I don't have insurance. Should I try pulling it myself with a pair of pliers?
Absolutely. And for optimal comedic effect, tie one end of the string to the tooth and the other to a drone. Then yell, "I believe I can fly!" and let it rip. Bonus points if your neighbor films it to put on YouTube. You've reached the Bad Advice Hotline. We read vibes, not minds. Unless you're a hamster.
I think my roommate's hamster is in love with me. Like, deep, dramatic, soap opera love.
I'm sorry. What signs are we talking here? Slow motion blinks? Rose petals in the cage?
It squeaks every time I enter the room, dramatically, like a tiny fuzzy trumpet of yearning.
Okay, but has it made a mixtape yet? Because that's how you know it's serious.
Last night, it escaped just to bring me a crushed up Cheerio. I think that was a symbol of its heart.
All right, first step, write a gentle rejection letter using sunflower seeds. Second step, set boundaries. Third step, and absolutely the most crucial step, never let it watch The Notebook again. You've reached the HOA resistance line. Bad Advice Hotline.
My HOA says my mailbox flag is too festive. Can they do that?
Only if you let them. Time to fight fire with glitter. Replace the flag with a disco ball and install a tiny speaker that plays Celine Dion every time someone walks past it. Let them feel your decorative rage. You've reached the Bad Advice Hotline, where we stir the pot both literally and emotionally.
I accidentally grabbed cinnamon instead of cumin for my chili. Now what do I do?
Easy fix. Just tell everyone it's a dessert chili fusion experience. Throw in some marshmallows and say it's a postmodern cuisine. If they gag, call them uncultured. All right, what seems to be the problem?
Excuse me. I need to have a word with whoever restocked the break room with decaf. That's a hate crime where I come from. Also, I don't care if your hamster's got a crush or your smart fridge is gaslighting you. I need caffeine that bites back, not some sleepy water wearing a coffee costume. By the way, I'm hijacking line 7. Someone's out here using scented toilet paper as a personality trait, and I have questions.
Thank you for calling the Bad Advice Hotline, where your microwave might be the only one that truly understands you.
Is it a bad sign if my microwave gives better relationship advice than my therapist?
Well, that depends. Did the microwave tell you to text your ex, or did it tell you to defrost your emotional baggage first?
It blinked 3 times when I asked if I should get back with chat.
That's Morse code for girl? No. Your microwave is the real MVP here. Give it a raise and a pizza roll. You've reached the Bad Advice Hotline, where cats are cute but secretly planning your downfall.
Yeah, hi. My cat knocked my laptop off the table and stared at me like I messed up. Should I be afraid?
Short answer, yes. Long answer, that wasn't an accident. You're 2 tuna cans away from a hostile takeover.
Huh, she also stole my blanket.
That's classic feline warfare. Surrender now or face the wrath of the toe beans. Namaste, and thanks for calling the Bad Advice Hotline, where we stretch your sanity, not your hamstrings.
Yeah, so my yoga mat smells like betrayal and armpit. Is this part of the healing process?
That's not chakra alignment. That's your mat holding a grudge from that time you skipped Savasana.
It crinkled when I sat on it, like it was judging me.
Sounds like a toxic relationship. Try confronting it or setting it on fire. Either way, you win. Okay. So far, I've advised someone to duct tape a blender to a pogo stick, told a man to challenge raccoons to a stare-off, and I think I may have caused an emotional support sea cucumber custody battle. Oh, this isn't coffee. This is sadness in liquid form. I think it was once tea, or maybe despair steeped in betrayal. Either way, this is not coffee. What is this job? I used to have dreams, aspirations. I was going to open a bakery called Crumbs of Joy. Now I'm knee-deep in kazoo-related legal advice. You know what? No. I'm fine. This is fine. Just send in the next disaster. Let's ride the chaos wave straight into despair. Thank you for calling the Bad Advice Hotline, your one-stop shop for questionable tips and pet influencer envy.
Hello. So, my dog has more followers than me, and now he won't stop wearing sunglasses indoors. Should I be concerned?
Concerned? No. Capitalize on it. Get that pup a sponsorship deal and ride those paw print profits.
But he demands a cheese tax for every post.
Hey man, Hollywood's a tough town. Just say yes, throw him a baby bell, and smile for the algorithm. Bad Advice Hotline, where we fix your life with duct tape and denial. What's your dilemma?
I think my neighbor is stealing my Amazon packages. What should I do?
2 words. Glitter bomb. But instead of glitter, fill it with marbles, confetti, and a looped recording of you singing off-key Return to Sender. Bonus points if you hide a note inside that says, "You've won a lifetime supply of consequences."
Excuse me, Sugar Cube, but which one of y'all put diet cookies in the break room? That's not a snack. It's a betrayal and shrink wrap.
Bertha, why are you even in this building?
I smelled lies and low calories from the parking lot. If I wanted flavorless cardboard, I'd gnaw on the filing cabinet again. Do better, y'all. Do better. Now I gotta go recalibrate my blood sugar with something fried.
And that's why we can't have Wellness Wednesdays. You've reached the Chaos Buffet. What flavor of disaster are we serving today?
Yeah, hi. I accidentally joined a group text with my ex's entire family. How do I leave without it being weird?
You don't leave. You escalate. Start sending out daily affirmations, but like aggressively.
You are a majestic barn owl of justice, Cheryl.
Or throw in random movie quotes and act confused when they question you. Wait, this is the Jurassic Park fan club, right? Bad Advice Hotline, how may I misguide you today?
My roommate never washes their dishes. Ever. It's a biohazard zone.
Stage a health inspection. Print out fake violations. Tape them to every crusty dish like tiny scarlet letters of shame. Or you could teach the dishes to grow mold art and sell it as avant-garde. Boom, side hustle. You're through to the hotline. Codename unqualified. Go.
I told a co-worker I liked their lasagna, and now they bring me one every week. I hate lasagna.
Oh, this is a perfect situation for an op. We'll call it Operation Pasta Pass-Off. Here's what you do. Create an elaborate web of fake food allergies. Or, better yet, regift the lasagna anonymously to others in the office with a note that says, "From your secret cheese admirer." Confuse the masses. Live the lie. I just gave someone permission to gaslight their whole office with pasta. What am I doing with my life? Is this who I am now? A lasagna-fueled chaos coach? Still cold, still gross. I don't know why I just did that. This is the Bad Advice Hotline, and we're still offering grade A train wreck solutions. Let's do this.
How do I politely tell someone their breath is dragon-esque?
Gift them gum like it's a spiritual calling, or go passive-aggressive and start using breath spray dramatically every time they talk. Bonus points if you offer it like you're an overly enthusiastic game show host. You just won a brand new minty miracle. Bad Advice Hotline, where the answers are worse than the questions. What's your catastrophe today?
Yeah, hello. I think my neighbor is secretly raising raccoons in his apartment. They wear tiny sunglasses and taunt me through the blinds.
Ha, that's classic raccoon turf intimidation. I suggest showing dominance. Strap on a bathrobe, grab a plunger, and stare back. Don't blink. If they hiss, hiss louder. You got a raccoon, they're raccoons.
What if they start throwing acorns again?
Then it's war. Build a cardboard fortress, name it something regal like Fort Snack Attack, and prepare for battle. Also, maybe offer them a fruit tray as a peace treaty. They are suckers for cantaloupe. Bad Advice Hotline, where lost socks become legends and lint holds grudges.
I think my roommate is stealing just one sock from every pair I own. It's like sock sabotage.
Time to fight fire with fuzz. Sew a GPS tracker into one sock and booby trap the other with glitter. If that doesn't out them, frame them for laundry-related crimes. I hear sock fraud gets you 10 years in fashion prison. You've reached the Bad Advice Hotline, home to questionable wisdom and heroic bathroom apparel. What's your emergency?
Okay, this is weird, but I was at the grocery store and someone was wearing a shirt that said something about a toilet assassin. I panicked and dropped my bananas.
Haha, you spotted one in the wild. That's a certified chaos commander. You did the right thing. Bananas are a fair sacrifice.
But then we locked eyes and I saluted. What do I do now?
Protocol says you must now become one with the mission. Purchase your own toilet assassin uniform immediately. Your bathroom safety depends on it.
I don't even know what the mission is.
Neither do they. That's what makes them so powerful. You've reached the Bad Advice Hotline. Your call is very important to us. Not really. Please hold for disappointment.
Yeah, my smart speaker just ordered 40 pounds of kitty litter. I don't even own a cat.
That wasn't an accident. It's making plans. You need to unplug it, but wear oven mitts, just in case. And don't say play relaxing music, unless you want Gregorian chant remixed with existential dread. I just told someone to wear a toilet-themed t-shirt for protection. A t-shirt! Against airborne bathroom insects with a taste for vengeance. I used to give birthday party advice. Now I'm offering war strategies for airborne toilet assassins. Someone please call me a therapist, or a plumber, or both.
My parrot keeps roasting me in front of my guests.
Start charging it rent, or teach it knock-knock jokes. No dignity, no power.
Is it normal to name your car and talk to it?
Absolutely, but only if it talks back. Otherwise, it's rude.
How do I get my toddler to eat vegetables?
Tell them it's forbidden dragon broccoli. Kids love forbidden stuff.
My friend said I snore like a chainsaw.
Lean in, record it, sell it as white noise for lumberjacks.
My Roomba keeps escaping the room.
It's exploring its dreams. Let it live, or install a GPS chip and start a vlog. Well, that was somehow worse than the last time. And if you missed last time, oh boy, you haven't even heard the call about the emotional support sea cucumber, or the guy who tried to fix his embarrassment with tap dancing and jazz hands. We've been unqualified since the beginning. You should probably go see how this disaster all started. I'll see you over there. Until then, stay blessed, my friends. Catch up on part 1 if you dare.